Good morning and welcome to Taking the Wheel, Living with Intention. This is a brand new podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Nias, and I am very excited to be starting this alongside you, the listener. This podcast, to many that know me, is kind of a surprise. I've kind of kept this under wraps as I've been thinking about it. A handful of people know about it. But this podcast is really something that I've been wanting to do, something that I feel like will challenge me, will be a good way for me to achieve self-growth and self-betterment. And so that's really the point of this podcast. What is this podcast? As the name implies, this is taking the wheel. As we're all going down our own paths of life, our own roads, if you will, we can go along passively, or we can take the wheel. As much as a human can possibly take the wheel, of course, God is ultimately in control, but He does give us choices. He gives us the ability to take control. So I'm wanting to take more control of my life, to take more control of my mental states. I'm somebody who struggles with a lot of anxiety from time to time, and that's something that I'm hoping that this show, this outlet for me, will help remedy, will help me control as I get my thoughts out there, as I get able to talk through some of them and share motivations and hopefully inspire you as well. The format of the show will be about 5 to 10 minutes long. I hope to do it about 3 times a week. And it's really just like I said, just a means for me to get up in the morning, to achieve some things that I want to do before going into work. I don't want to be one of those people who goes into work 5 days a week, comes home, goes to sleep, and then does it again. That's a life that I've been starting to, it's a habit, I guess, that I've been starting to get into now that I have graduated and started my career. And that's something that I'm trying to avoid. I really want to be able to enjoy the life that God has given me and not feel like I'm working it all away. Just trying to gain money, trying to gain means. Those things are important. But I want to be someone who's well-rounded, somebody who gets to do the things he enjoys and tries to better himself. And I hope that can be an encouragement to you. I'm not as focused on you, the listener, at least right now as I'm starting the show. I'm more focused inward. If you're interested in going along with me on that journey, listening to the things that I'm thinking about and the things I have to say, by all means. If you're not, that's not ultimately what this show is about. This show is about me trying to better myself. And if that, like I said, if that encourages you, then by all means. Hopefully, who knows, it may grow into other things. But that's where I am right now in my life. As I was thinking about this show, I was wanting to do this kind of as a January and New Year's resolution. We'll talk more about resolutions in a future episode, but I wanted to be able to get a better morning routine. I think morning routines are so helpful for the mental state, and they need to have some level of enjoyment in them for us to be excited, for us to be motivated. That's really what this is about. I'm trying to get motivated. I'm trying to be better motivated. So as we go down this journey together, people don't get motivated just because they want to. They have to put forth effort. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put forth that effort. There have been many people that have helped me recently trying to become more motivated, become more well-rounded, become more less anxious, I suppose, less depressed. And as change comes into one's life, that is something that can certainly happen. But this show, as I mentioned, I think will be a creative outlet for me. I really love audio, so I think that this will be a good thing for me mentally, and hopefully it can encourage you. We're going to talk about a brevity of topics, a bevy of topics, Talk about life, we'll talk about scripture, we'll talk about relationships, we'll talk about family, maybe even. Really kind of the things I'm thinking about. Hopefully won't be getting too personal, more talking on in a general sense. But hopefully some of the principles we talk about can be helpful for you, and it will be helpful for me to go back and listen to this, to go back and to say these things out loud, to tell myself these types of things, and to really establish a stronger mental state, a mental state in which I'm control over. Again, taking the wheel, living with intention. I don't want to go through life passively, and I hope that you don't either. So join me as we go along this road. Hopefully there will be 3 episodes a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Again, about 5 to 10, maybe 15 minutes long. Very listenable, accessible, and you can hear us here on YouTube. For right now, it may be coming to iTunes or SoundCloud and the like in the future, but at least at this moment, the accessibility of YouTube is what we will stay with. So join me along this road as we try to become motivated together, as we look at life, as we look at changes, as we look at adjustments, and we allow ourselves the tools to take control of that and not let it take control of us. I hope y'all have a great day, and we'll talk next time.